What's up, everybody? Derek Anderson, the DA. Well, everybody, we saw this coming. All right, we've been talking about it for a long time now. Nobody should be shocked at what we're seeing and what we're hearing about this Harry Potter adaptation on HBO. From Deadline, HBO circling Papa Isidore for Severus Snape role in Harry Potter TV show. Yeah, so they're saying that this guy right here is going to play Severus Snape, okay? Severus Snape. If y'all forgot what Severus Snape looks like, yeah, that was Alan Rickman's role in the movies, okay? And shout out to John F. Trent on the article. HBO to race swap Severus Snape in an upcoming Harry Potter TV series, despite promise to remain authentic to the original books. Now, look, we know that this is just a rumor, okay? We get that. It's according to sources, all right? That's basically where this thing is at. But at the end of the day, we all expected some race swaps to occur. We've been talking about it for over a year now. Ever since they first announced this, they were talking about one of the original trio, all right, the core trio would get race swapped. Everybody's expecting Hermione because J.K. Rowling has already signed off on a race swapped Hermione, you know, so we already expected that. And then we saw the one article coming out. Yeah, then we saw the open casting call. You guys remember this? We covered this. And right down there at the bottom in the fine print, we are committed to inclusive, diverse casting. For every role, please submit qualified performers without regard to ethnicity, disability, race, sexual orientation, gender identity, blah, blah, blah. All right. So we already knew that this was going to happen. All right. You can tell this is Hollywood, right? It's absolutely Hollywood. They can't help themselves. We knew there would be race swaps. They have to virtue signal. They have to pander. They have to pretend that they care about representation, even though you know they don't care about representation. They just want to look like they care about these things. They just want to look good. Oh, look what we did. We race swapped Snape. That shows we care about black people or some bullshit, whatever. Not knowing that black people see this as ultimately insulting. To sit out here and race swap characters, it's like, y'all don't give a damn about us. You're just trying to look good. You know, that's ultimately what it comes down to. But yeah, he says, oh yeah, it's supposed to remain authentic. There's nothing authentic about a race swap. There is absolutely zero authenticity to a race swap. It's not about, oh, we just hired the best person for the job. That's not what you're doing. There's nothing authentic about that. You want to know how you can tell that it's just pandering and bullshit virtue signaling? Here it is. There are certain characters they are not going to race swap in this show. You want to know who they are? Padma Patil, Parvati Patil, all right, Angelina Johnson, Kingsley Shacklebolt, Dean Thomas, Lee Jordan. None of them cats is getting a race swap, all right, because they already a person of color, so to speak. All right, same with, what's her name? Cho Chang. Cho Chang ain't getting race swapped either. There will be no race swapping of any of those characters. They could do it. They're not going to. They're not going to. And so, but everybody else is free game. Everybody else is up for grabs because they're white. And see, again, as a black man, I'm going to tell y'all right now, that's insulting as fuck. Why not? Hey, go ahead and race swap the black characters too while you at it. Why don't you race swap everybody? Okay, go all the way out. And then, you know, throw some disabilities in there while you at it. I mean, you know, why not? You're already fucking it up with this. You might as well just go all the way to the wall with it. You know, it's disgusting, man. Like, you guys knew I was going to talk about this. I've said it before, man. I'm a Potterhead. I just want them to cast 3 little white kids as Harry, Ron, and Hermione. You know, if you absolutely have to do a race swap, make it some unconsequential character. You know, if the most, maybe Lavender Brown. I keep saying Lavender Brown. Make Lavender Brown brown, okay? I said that, all right? But everybody else, especially the core characters, you got to leave them exactly as they were, all right? And that includes the teachers, Dumbledore, McGonagall, and Snape. I've said this on previous videos. Leave them alone. But nope, they're going to race swap Snape, and it's going to be absolute garbage. Let's go ahead and check this article out. A new report alleges that HBO and its parent, Warner Brothers, will replace Severus Snape in the upcoming Harry Potter series, despite the company's promise to remain authentic to the original books. The Hollywood Reporter's Boris Kitt and James Hibbert report that actor Papa Isidore has been offered the part of Severus Snape, although it is not clear if negotiations have begun in earnest. In J.K. Rowling's Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone book, she describes Snape, Professor Quirrell, in his absurd turban, was talking to a teacher with greasy black hair, a hooked nose, and sallow skin. When Harry asked Percy who the teacher was, Percy said, "No wonder he's looking so nervous. That's Professor Snape." Elsewhere in the novel, she describes him as Gryffindors came spilling onto the field. He saw Snape land nearby, white-faced and tight-lipped, and then Harry felt a hand on his shoulder and looked up into Dumbledore's smiling face. Yeah, he's a white dude, okay? He's absolutely a white guy. Here's the actual description right here. This is off of the Wikipedia. Snape is described as a thin man with sallow skin, a large hook nose, and yellow uneven teeth. He has shoulder-length, greasy black hair, which frames his face, and cold black eyes. So again, I say this all the time. How did J.K. Rowling look at this person when she was writing this individual? Because that's what you should be trying to get close to, HBO. What was J.K. Rowling? What was going on in her mind's eye as she was describing this character and writing this book? What was her idea of this character? That's what you need to do. We are trying to get inside the author's head. We don't want to see what your dumb woke Hollywood nonsense is going to look like. We don't care about that. We want to get inside the author's mind, get as close to the author's vision of this entire book, every single character, the layout, the whole 9 yards. We want the books to come to life. That's it. That's all. We want the books to come to life. But see, if you cast this dude right here as Snape, this don't look like the person that was described in the books. He don't. So what are you doing? Oh, we're virtue signaling, Derek. We're virtue signaling. We want to make sure that everybody knows that black people are accepted. Man, we are good with this. Black people are not caring about this. We are not pressed about having a black Snape or any black character that was in Harry Potter that wasn't already black. Give us J.K. Rowling's mind's eye on film. That's it. Take what was going on in her head, put it on film. I said this about Hermione. I'm saying the same thing about Snape. Snape is described, man, in perfect detail. They even go to like the youthful Snape. The youthful Snape had a stringy, pallid look. Okay? That means he's pale. Sallow-skinned and pallid. He's pale. He's a white guy. Jeez. Round-shouldered, yet angular, having a twitchy walk that recalled a spider, and long, oily hair that jumped about his face. Black people don't have long, oily hair. Unless what you gonna do? You gonna give him a perm? You gonna give him a perm? Like, is that what we doing? This is stupid, man. So fucking stupid. Just leave this dude alone, man. Just give us the characters exactly as You know what I would do? I would go up to J.K. Rowling and say, all right, Ms. Rowling, I want you to describe each character to me as you were writing them in the books. All right? Forget all of the woke bullshit we doing now. I want you to describe them as you were writing them. Oh, well, I did put that, Snape was pale, but it's okay. You can race swap. No. We're not doing that. All right? J.K. Rowling is signed off on this shit. Tell her, hey, we doing exactly what you put in the books. Hermione, Harry, Ron, Dumbledore, Snape, McGonagall, the Weasleys, everybody, we're doing it exactly as you put it in the books. Period, point blank, in the story. We're not doing anything different. Otherwise, this thing is going to go belly up, man. People are not coming to rock with this. Yeah, don't believe me? Check out this tweet by Culture Crave when they posted up the news, all right? Steph said, James Potter, you looking at my woman, boy? Yeah, exactly. Exactly, man. Because remember, Snape and James Potter, they were both after Lily. So, yeah, it's going to be a whole lot of problems going on right here, all right? With a black Snape, man. This is ridiculous. DOA, if true, 1,000%, John. It is absolutely true. J.K. Rowling, this is exactly what will tank this series. Greasy, shoulder-length black hair, a hook nose, and sallow skin. I won't watch it if these types of modernizations are in play. Boom. Can't wait to find out that the real reason James Potter bullied Snape was because he was racist. Yo. There you go. Now you starting to enter all kinds of racism and shit. Look, these idiots trying to defend race or trying to race swap, they're creating racism. They're creating more problems with the stories. There are all kinds of problems inside Harry Potter as it is. From the Weasleys being poor, Hermione, if they decide to race swap Hermione, there's a problem with Hermione and the elves, the house elves. All right, the House Elf Liberation Front, all of that shit. There are major problems going on with this story if they decide to start doing race swaps. Then shit just starts to look weird. Okay, just leave it as it was written. It was fine the way it was. No need to race swap anybody. I'm sure this won't spark a negative wave of comment. It It should spark a negative wave of comments. I'm glad people are saying this stuff. Can't wait to hear Snape say the N-word. Look, everybody is coming out saying something that's absolutely negative. This isn't going to work. God, the resemblance is uncanny. Sheesh. Damn, they're really setting him up to fail. Alan Rickman was a revelation as Snape. This just feels like race swapping for the sake of it. Papa doesn't have the intensity or gravitas that Rickman brought to the role. I don't know if he does or doesn't, but it absolutely is race swapping for the sake of it. All right. This guy just saying that's bait. 100%, man. It's all so tiring. It is. Just leave this shit alone. Do it exactly the way the fans would have you doing it. The movies were great. Okay. Snape isn't some like kind of offshoot character or whatever. He is a main character in this novel series. And Alan Rickman has already portrayed him 8 times. All right. So just leave everything alone. There's no reason to do this. It's fucking dumb, man. Well, so much for that show. Boom. Exactly. Exactly, man. Literally no one wants this. Why are we retreading this when we have a series where we can have a series devoted to the Marauders? You guys know I've been banging the drum for the Marauders all this time. Why are we not getting a Marauder show? A Marauder show is actually the way they should be going. They shouldn't even be remaking Harry Potter, to be honest with you. But it could blow up and it could be great if you do it right. But if you start race swaps and all of this crap, it's a wrap, man. I am a huge Potter fan, and I'm probably not coming to watch this shit. I'm telling you, man. A single race swap means I won't watch at all. Netflix cannot be reached for comment. Yo, Rowling, you had one job. More tokenized hand-me-downs. Exactly. James Potter confirmed racist, I fear. Everything is going to be negative about this. There is literally no reason to do this. I'm pretty sure there's going to be a lot of backlash, but we'll see if it moves the needle. If HBO actually says, all right, you know what? We screwed up. Let's go ahead and pull the plug. Don't give it to them. Let's cast this thing appropriately. No race swaps. And then we'll just move forward. And then you'll have a successful show. Everybody will be like, yes, thank you. God damn. No race swaps. Holy smoke, man. We didn't know if it was possible. All they got to do is just do it right. Will they? We'll have to see. Anyway, you guys let me know what y'all think about this. Jump down in the comments. Give me your thoughts and opinions on that. Thanks for watching. See you next time.